This is a podcast, therefore it is uncut, except at the very beginning and at the very end. Basically, a podcast is us sitting in a room and talking about a topic. Said topic is in the title or in the description. Because this literally is a recording of a natural talk between friends and therefore uncut, it is also very long, and the uncut state naturally leads to some things like changing the camera perspective for all to see, for example, but bear with it. That is simply how it is. Enjoy.
瞑想の手に甘えてもいいかな痛いほどに背伸びしてきたから覚めた夢の温度一度上げた君の多様な声援が希望に触れ
Hello there, guys, and welcome to the Insanity Podcast with Carly and Vox, who's chested it all. Thank you for that, Vox. And Steven, Slappy, Alastor.
It's not a podcast.
It is a podcast. And Domshroom is probably gonna sit
It is
around
not, if
somewhere
it was-
over here later. He's not here yet, but we have to start because Alastor really has to go soon. Yeah, I hope that I don't die anymore that much. Today we're going to talk about things that annoy us, as Vox has so generously suggested to us all. Thank you very much for that, Vox. We all know what you're going to tell us. But how about we start off with Alastor, because he is the one who has to go the soonest. At this point, let me apologize to Turbo, because he was actually here, but then I died, and now he's gone, and because he has to go. Well, Alastor, please, tell us about the things that annoy you.
I hate people who try to purposefully annoy you or anger you. I hate it. I see it a lot in VR chat, and I hate those bloody parasites. The scum of the world that could die in a hole for all I care. I hate them so much. They could fucking eat a bag of shit and then die of dehydration, and I'd be happy.
So are you
I feel like they die of salmonella before they die of dehydration.
Like, they'll say anything to get you angry, and I fucking hate it for all hell. And like, I just
I'm
want
pretty
to
sure
lose
that's
my
like
mind.
something everybody despises, because in the end, people who genuinely try to annoy you are just the scum of the earth, and yeah, everybody hates them because they're intentionally trying to piss you off.
I mean more in VR chat, because I don't ever see that in real life. In VR chat, well, anything happens here. If you can have fucking...
I've seen it enough in
Yeah,
real life.
because people can be anonymously in here, so people can annoy just other people. Yeah.
That's because
Yeah,
they're
that's true.
cowardly. They're scared to say their thoughts in real life, so they say it out here because they think they're so smart, when otherwise they're fucking cowards and parasites that should die.
I can remember how
Yeah,
you talked.
because,
I
walk
can remember
behind
how
the-
last time when we were here, you talked about those people who pulled out sinks from because of TikTok trends. I was dead sure that you were gonna name that.
Ah, yes. TikTok trends
I named
bullshit
something
with
that I-
stealing things from school bathrooms.
Yeah.
Well, I
TikTok
think annoying other people in VR chat is something that I would call a suppressed behavior. So because they are suppressed with their behavior at school, and they are not allowed to do so,
No,
well
most of
then
the people
just
I see who do this are fucking older than teens. I see that
Okay.
happen so often. It's like people 20 or older, and they're the fucking biggest cunts in the damn world.
well, it's still the same for people who are already working. So because they are not allowed to do so at work, then well they just
I'm
do
gonna
it
do
here.
so at work. We curse all the
I
time
don't
at
care
work.
why they do it. I don't care why they do it. If they do it to anyone I care about, I will rip their spines out, break their legs, break their arms, break their jaw, and drop them in a river to drown.
Understandable.
I mean, that's pretty much how I see it.
Vox, what annoys you?
Take a wild guess.
I will. Hold on, give me a second before I take a wild guess. Give me a second. Hold on.
Just
Hold on,
Just
give me
name
just
something,
1
like,
second before I
legitimate.
take a wild guess, okay? I just wanna.
It doesn't.
There we go.
It doesn't have to be anything like that's actually horrible. It could be little things that annoy you, because those things also annoy me. Just like, say someone's being a dick to someone else. Like,
Yeah.
little,
You have
and it
no
fucking
idea
hurts
what's
you.
even going on here, do you?
Don't you
Huh?
remember what Vox is gonna do now?
No, I don't.
Vox, please stand up a little bit higher because Vox, stand up. I cannot see you. Thank you.
Fucking Among Us! I hate Among Us! Every fucking time I have to talk to somebody, it's always fucking.
It's been a I get it. It's been a growing hatred for me.
No, don't leave.
Come back.
I hate you.
I honestly get the hate for
Fucking-
it, because I didn't hate it when it was first a thing, but it's been growing.
Why?
I'm seeing it way too often, and I hate it I'm starting to hate it.
Well,
Okay. Let's go back to the rant.
Vox, you might want to talk about the chicken nugget.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh my god.
what?
Alright, so about that.
What?
I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people nowadays, but for some fucking reason, somebody decided, oh, I'm going to buy a $10,000 fucking chicken nugget from McDonald's just because it looks like the imposter from Among Us.
Is that a thing?
Does
that
that
real
really
life?
happen?
Yes!
Yes.
Somebody spent like
fucking
$10,000 to $100,000 worth of fucking cash for a chicken nugget that apparently looked like Among Us.
That sounds
You
like
can put a
shit
picture
when
of it right here, right next to the video, okay? Put a picture right here.
Okay, the picture is like above
sounds
Kali's
like-
head.
That reminds me of like those things where you ever see like those things in movies and shit where they're like, oh, we're selling this rock that looks like this actor's face.
The
It
Rock?
reminds me of that kind of
Dwayne
shit,
Johnson?
Why? It's not even the worst part. Well, that's pretty fucking stupid, but like part of the the worst part about this is every fucking day I see somebody who's just sitting there who's Among Us.
Among Us.
Moose.
Hey, Vox. There
And-
there are two Among Us things that are perfect, that are good, that are not annoying. The first one is the Among Us song from the Chalk Eaters. That's the Among
Please, I don't.
and the other one is and the other one is the Among Us video that we made.
Also, I want to go back with the thing you were
Yeah, but
talking
I
about. Where
literally
you see
lost.
people.
Yeah, no?
But I lost like so many brain cells doing that damn video. I hated it.
Among Us.
I regret that. I regret that video.
That video
I
was
wanna-
great.
I just. Every time I see somebody make an Among Us meme, I just want to grip them. I want to firmly grasp their throat and then just throw them like a javelin.
Vox.
Also, I want to go back a bit when you said like you see in VR chat people are like Among Us. It's always. This is gonna lead into another hatred I think me and you both have. It's always a little kid usually, like a stupid
Yeah,
ass.
exactly.
Yeah.
Every fucking time you
Now we
see
can
an
like
Among
now
Us
can
character,
reunite under the children in VR chat hatred. At least at a certain age they are annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
Why are they
It's
even able
always-
to play VR
That
chat
is the
at this
thing,
rate? Because the
Kali,
entire, like,
Kali.
literally,
Right? I mean, like at a certain age, you
Yeah.
should not have the technology yet to be in VR
Yeah.
chat. It's like why do
Um,
those parents all buy those kids quests just to fucking shut them up so they don't
Yeah.
whine all the time?
And that's the first thing that annoys me, which I'm going to talk about when it's my turn.
Just go on, Kali. This is the
I got, like,
podcast. We just
I got,
talk
like-
over each other. Come on, Kali.
Okay, I've got two things. The first thing that I want to talk about is the fact, which you just talked about, saying people who try to, just not pay attention to their kids, but rather give them their iPhones, their personal iPhones. And, for example, I know a person who is not willed to teach her kids drawing, or not drawing, I mean writing. The youngest girl of this family is 7 years old, and she had to go to preschool before entering the real school for one more year because she was not mature enough. And, she does not know how to, to write, but she already has an own iPhone. Which I think is horrible, because you shouldn't spend your time playing around with an iPhone if you can't even read what's on there. I mean, if you can't even read it.
Yeah, what's the point of having an iPhone if you can't even read? I mean, the only thing you can do is Vox is bang his head against the wall.
Put my foot against my desk.
Let's just say that was like karma.
So that's the first thing that's not that annoys me. And the second thing, it does not have to do with this, but with something else.
Alastor.
Something else. So the second thing that annoys me is a phenomenon which is basically unknown in the English language, I think.
Just give me 1 second.
I haven't heard about it in the English.
Hold on, because Domshroom is gonna join, and then I might time out now. So let's just for a second
At least you're being prepared for it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm getting memories from a very controversial thing in my area. The pronunciation of Reese's is very.
Oh no, not that again! I remember when we had an entire fucking thing about this. Oh.
I'll be back in 1 minute.
Alright, Collie.
What is it, Reese's?
Reese's or Reese's?
No, that's an argument. So everywhere else in the world, like, it's pronounced Reese's, right, Vox? Like, when you agree in your area, that's how you pronounce it. Apparently, only up here in New England, there's a big argument that people say Reese's.
Welcome, Doom. You can just
like
sit up here. Come here, Doom. We've already started.
Yeah.
And I'm on the side of this Reese's, not Reese's.
Hey, Doom, you should sit. I have the camera up here, so we have like this corner here right now, so you can sit around here, like in the corner if you want to.
Yeah.
Like,
I shall.
Like Vox, if you like anywhere else in the world, this is not an argument, but up here and around my areas, that is a thing. The pronunciation of Reese's is very important.
Yeah, it's literally just how the entire world calls soccer football, but here in America,
yeah,
they
you
call
it soccer. And in my term, I do not care about it because I don't watch it at all. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm pretty much. I mean, I used to play it. But of course, because America, fucking soccer when it's football.
Also,
Football?
I also want to introduce you to like a crazy idea I've had.
Yeah.
Vox, I feel like you'll get this more. So recently in like history class, we've been learning about immigration, and I had a crazy thought. That pretty much everyone today in America would be hated by the Americans back then because we're all related to immigrants, you know? It's like, that's crazy for me to think about, you know?
Well, back in the day, they also
a lot of us are LGBTQ who are not.
I'm back.
A lot of us are quote sinners and random shit. It's just
pretty much we are the most hated, would be the most hated generation if you sent us back then.
Yeah, and our parents are leaving us with pretty much the end of days, the apocalypse, and all that other bullshit.
Guys, let me tune in there real quick, and let me just pop up something what I find very annoying. And what I have like today for you, my friends, is, as you might have already realized, unnecessary updates. Like, for example, allow me to say something that has really annoyed me these past few days, ever since the latest VR chat update, which is When I timed out back in the day, I used to like have like a pop message which says, okay, yeah, you timed out, and I press okay, and then I get sent back into the world. Now, it tells me, do you want to log out or retry? I press retry, then it asks me again, do you want to log out or retry? I press retry, and then it sends me into my home world. It doesn't send me back into this world, it would send me into my home world. The only way how to undo this, if while I time out, while you all are frozen for me, I press the rejoin button. Then it sends me back into this world, but usually it sends me back into my home world. Where I think, why? If I time out, I want to get back into the fucking world where I was at. What if that world...
I'm gonna be dead honest. I just personally think that's a problem with your computer not being able to handle.
I don't give a shit about my computer, like it's just, but the timeouts has been like redone with the update, and I wonder why it has been fine. Anyway, like if you, for example, if you're in the public world and you don't know anyone there, but you've been talking to somebody, and then you time out and you get sent back to your home world, and then you just don't know how to get back there because there's so many worlds.
Never
how the fuck
find
should
them
you know
again.
where you were before? It's like it's so
Yeah,
dumb.
that's just anxiety inducing because it's like you meet somebody that you really like. It's like, hey man, I might make you a friend. Oh, guess what? I timed out. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to
I'm
find
never gonna
you
see you
anymore.
again, man.
Now, granted,
I will never
now, granted,
understand
I've
that.
had
Like,
very few moments. I've had very few moments where I've actually been able to find somebody that I haven't seen in a while in just like some random type world. Like I've had those moments where I've met someone's like, hey, I know you. I've seen you from a while ago. How the hell did we meet again? I just went back to the same world that we met.
And like that is the thing. That
I
is the
found
thing. Like
them.
that is one thing about the that is one thing about the timeouts. No, not timeouts, but about unnecessary updates. And another thing, like which I want to say about this is, do you guys use WhatsApp? Do you use WhatsApp? Any of you?
Barely, but I have it.
Sure. No.
There has been an
What is
update
there?
now
I
that
do.
you cannot send videos on WhatsApp anymore that are longer than 2 minutes.
Why?
That is to make like for them to save
This
server
is-
space,
it's
I
so
guess.
Stupid. It's stupid.
I know, it's stupid as
Yeah,
fuck.
but if they want to save server space, just get more fucking mainframe computers. It's like if it's really that big of a deal, then why?
don't
You're
know.
literally a multi-million-dollar company. You don't have you can't spend a few extra dollars just to make it
Wait,
so that
aren't
you don't
they
have to
owned
worry
by
about that.
Facebook or Meta?
Yeah, I think so.
If they're owned by Facebook or any other massive company, then I guess I don't even know. But these.
It's very weird.
especially if it's Facebook, because Elon Musk doesn't like Elon Musk own that now, or is that Twitter? I don't. I
No,
can't
Elon
tell.
Musk
No,
owns
Twitter.
Elon Musk owns Twitter, which is not really better, to be honest.
It depends.
In the beginning, everybody was like,
can't
"Yeah,
say
Elon Musk
social
owns Twitter now; it's gonna be good and stuff." But he
In
just
the
fucked
evening.
everything up. He just fucked absolutely everything up on Twitter.
Well, that's
Yeah,
Elon
because then he
Musk. He's
decided
not a
to
human.
unbanned.
Yeah,
like,
he's not a
everybody.
human.
Not a human
He's a
being.
lizard.
He's an alien. He was obsessed with Mars. He's definitely like an alien from Mars
Yeah.
trying to get home.
Oh yeah, guys. By the way, before we do anything else now, while Alastor is still here, let's just take a little selfie for the thumbnail real quick. Come on, guys.
We're probably gonna go.
Everybody
right now
look into
and
the.
take a picture.
Hold on, let me just place this here a little bit better. So.
Yo, box.
There we go. Just a bit more.
Right.
Okay. Well, Al, go a little bit more to the right. Just a tiny bit more. There you go. And now a little bit more to the left now. Yeah, there you go. Alright, you guys are ready? Vox, you want to be behind Doom? Good.
I have eyes.
Alright, that's a good one. Alright, okay, let's continue.
I
our
remember
bit.
when I was a kid, my dad was like,
That's-
to get us to smile for pictures, my dad would say penis, so me and my brother would laugh.
What's with penis and your brother laughs? What?
Huh?
Back in the day
What
when
do you say?
That's how you
back in the
became
day
gay.
when Alastor's dad wants them to laugh for a picture, he would say penis because that's when Alastor and his brother would laugh because they're children and they're stupid and you know.
Ha 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 ha.
Haha, penis.
Well, I guess that's how you became gay because you heard the word penis so many times. You're like,
that's-
yes.
that's like this,
No, I didn't know. I didn't Gay is a recent invention for me. It did not exist when I was a kid. growing
Anyway,
up. It's only been
Carly,
invented for me now.
Carly, tell us
Yeah.
about your second thing that annoys you.
My second pet peeve, okay.
Okay, bye, Al.
The second thing that annoys me is actually something that does not exist in the English language as far as I know, but only in other languages like French or German. I don't know if it happens
Do we
in
have an echo?
Swedish as well. I can hear myself, yeah. Okay. The thing that I wanted to talk about is genderism. For people who might not know about it, I don't know if Entity Gaming knows about this phenomenon.
Call him Box.
Well, explain
Rocks.
it, and then I might be able to figure it out.
Okay, this phenomenon does not exist in the English language, but in the German language. For example, if you try to say worker in German, it would be Arbeiter. But some people have stated no. It actually excludes women if you just say Arbeiter.
Oh, you mean
And
like
you
that?
have to put
Oh, you mean the
you have to
feminist
put
form of it, like
an
I
innen.
get it.
at the end of it.
Yep.
So you have to say worker innen or Arbeiter innen in order to make it work and in order not to exclude other genders. However, public polls have stated clearly that about 2/3 of the population in our country is actually against genderism.
We can talk
So
about the
people
fact
are
that they even
gendering-
reset our national anthem. You know, Kali.
Mhm.
It was used to be. It was
yeah.
used to be. Like I'm gonna translate it on the fly now.
Should I say it?
Country, you are of big of big sounds. And now they made it. They rewrote the old anthem of our country. Country, are you of big sons and daughters?
Daughters and sons, not sons and daughters.
I don't give a shit.
Daughters and sons, yeah.
No, isn't it? Heimat
just wanted to
bist du
state it.
großer Söhne und
I learned
Töchter.
about
Heimat bist du nein, Heimat großer Töchter und
Oh
Söhne.
yeah, right. They even made like the women first because of stuff.
Okay, yeah.
I learned
Okay,
about
but-
us, or I learned about genderism through my French class because the French language also has that sort of thing where they have like different variations of the same words, and it's way too confusing. And it's like, yeah, they say the American or like the English language or our version
Yes.
is like the hardest to understand. But, like, at least we don't have genderism with our.
I would like
The gender language,
Give me 1 second,
actually,
guys.
it actually excludes people who are not able to understand German or French as good as other people. And because of the gender language, actually, the ending which is needed to state the male version is actually often just wasted, so it's not there anymore. For example, if you say Ärzte. Ärzte means doctors. Then you have to say Ärztinnen, and the E, which is actually put at the end of Ärzte, which actually means the male version of it, is actually completely, erased away. So it's not there anymore. And it actually excludes male doctors then. And that's something that is not very
sometimes
well
it's written,
portrayed
like,
by
weirdly.
people who. And people who support this actually never talk about this. And they are not talking about the fact that there was a poll made in many countries where it said that 2/3
Yeah, that's
to 75% of the population is actually against genderism. But still, they are.
well, I mean,
doing
like,
it because
you know, it's good to support it and stuff, but you know, you can also be too much, you know. That's called there's the feminists and then the feminazis, and those are two different things.
Sure, yeah.
Doom, tell me about the thing that annoys you. You little bitch.
Movie trailers. Freaking movie trailers.
I was for
Modern
sure you
movie
would gonna
trailers.
say TikTok now.
Listen,
TikTok on my
that
phone.
was That was good. Like I had it in my mind that I was gonna do about TikTok, but I felt like last podcast we had in this area,
That doesn't
I
matter.
went on a fucking tangent. Well, fuck TikTok. I'm coming back to that later if I get a second one. Movie trailers, modern movie trailers. Why do they show the whole fucking movie, ending included more or less, in the fucking modern movie trailers?
I have
You
never
don't
really
need
heard
to
about
watch the
that.
movie anymore. People are they just stuff it all in there, like big parts,
wanna
big
know what makes it
spoilers,
even
basically.
worse?
Stop.
What?
So basically, okay, yeah, go ahead. Actually,
TV spots.
what?
TV spots are literally just more scenes and more of the movie being shown. It's literally like right after you get the modern movie trailer, which obviously shows a lot of the movie. Over here you have TV spots, which are which are cuts of more scenes of the movie that's being advertised. So at that rate, you literally get to see like 70% of the movie at most with the trailer and the TV spots, which is what happened with the Mario movie. They had the trailer and then like several TV spots after the fact, which quite literally show
I haven't
more
seen the
than
movie
half
yet,
of the
but
movie.
I haven't seen the movie yet, but I've seen like but I read the Wikipedia article. You know, I'm a scumbag like that. And I know I know everything about the movie now. Like I know how it ends and what's gonna happen and stuff. And in the trailers, you could see the Rainbow Road, you could see Bowser's car, you could see the training sequences, and everything else that's gonna happen in the movie. Everything you saw in the trailer already, everything, or at least every segment of the movie, every segment that the movie has.
From what I remember from watching the movie, the only real thing you don't see is like the fucking beginning of the movie. The beginning of the movie, the very end of the movie, and like a few other things like in between. But that's about it. Like you see so many like of the main scenes, it's ridiculous. Like why can't we just get a trailer that says or that has like one scene, and then
For example,
and then it just goes to the thing.
For example, the Johnny Mnemonic trailer. I watched that recently, by the way, because Johnny Mnemonic.
I have never heard
It's
of it.
it's an old movie. Keanu Reeves. It's basically
Might be the cousin of Stony Baloney.
So basically, it's kind of like a more early version of like Matrix, I guess, ish.
Or John Wick or something.
But like
Ready Player One.
Mix Matrix with Ready Player One and make it old and animation style very clunky
Free
because
guy.
animation at the time was very old. But basically, Johnny Mnemonic is like some agent that can store like information in his brain, you know, by expunging a bunch of childhood memories.
It is always so interesting
make up
when
space.
movie characters have brains. Anyway, continue.
And there's a hacker dolphin in the movie. It's pretty cool. A hacker dolphin. The dolphin's like connected to like the internet.
Cool.
And
What the fuck?
yo,
Let's
it's
pick up
that
that
sounds
right
very
over there.
it's such a wild movie. I haven't seen it yet, but the trailer made me interested. It's an old movie, but basically they show a lot of stuff, but none of it's all of it's like very interesting. It's one of those, you know, 80s, 90s kind of movie trailer, just like Johnny Mnemonic in or Keanu Reeves in Johnny Mnemonic.
Johnny Mnemonic
They will
in
find
Keanu Reeves.
and like. Fuck off.
Damn, that sounds like an interesting porno.
Like a long movie.
But they like you know, make the most dramatic intro sequences and movie trailer voice lines. This Monday.
Oh wait,
Monday. But like for real, they show nothing that actually spoils what like the big plot. They just like slight hints of what the plot is about. A lot of shootings where they say, cool, kind of cheesy lines, but it's still,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
that
So,
time,
so your
like,
point
in
basically
time
is when I want to stop you here a little bit that
today the fucking movie trailers just give you the whole fucking movie outright, and you don't.
Yeah, that is the
What's
point.
worth
All right, we
watching?
got it now. Doom, as I said during the EDC, we are getting coffee. No, as I said during the EDC, we are getting coffee. I sometimes have to stop you because you just sometimes don't know when to fucking stop talking. We cannot like spend 50
like me
minutes talking
sometimes.
about this.
It's
You know,
So I guess we're
guys,
just gonna take
you know,
turns.
Kali probably knows another thing that I'm very annoyed by, and which I'm gonna now say, because Kali has witnessed it firsthand multiple times already.
Actually, speaking of that, hold on to 1 minute. Don't you have like a whole like poster or something of like everything that
Yeah, that's why I don't know what he's talking about right now because there are so many of it.
Yeah, I am actually talking
Oh,
about
God.
something that really annoys me on a daily basis whenever I am getting out of a house, and that is driving my car. As Kali can tell you
What?
all, I am a very aggressive driver, right, Kali?
Okay,
Oh,
so you're not
God.
really. So you're not really annoyed by your own car, which I was expecting right now,
No.
but by other people, right?
No, I am annoyed by everyone else around me. I am a person who really is annoyed by everyone around me. Like, they are driving too slow, they're driving too fast. Why the fuck would they not blink? What is going on? And I drive everyone who drives with me insane with that. I always comment on everything around me. But I say, when I drive with you, I literally say, God, these fucking ass, oh my god, what the fuck is this guy doing and stuff. I say that every minute. Yeah.
Sanest
Yeah,
driver.
I don't have a car, but even just sitting in the passenger seat, I can feel road rage. No, not his beepy.
What?
But like, if I get that. Like I get that feeling.
Yeah.
Shush.
So,
Just people being fucking stupid, or young drivers or old drivers. They're going slower too fucking fast, and you see this shitty ass
I have-
lemon car just like.
yeah. You know, there is like this thing. People who drive in front of me are always too slow, and people who drive behind me are always too fast and right up my ass. And I feel like it's only these two
It's never
extremes.
too like. Or unless you get that rare chance that somebody in front of you is way too fucking fast when it's like or let's say they.
Yeah, I don't
no,
care about
okay,
that
okay,
because
this is something that's happened to me a
they're not
couple of
holding me up,
times.
man. But what I
Yeah,
don't
'cause
like is, for
well-
example, when there's like a 50 zone and somebody's driving only 30 in the 50 zone because he's a little dipshit. Or if there's a 50 zone and I drive 50 and somebody behind me wants to drive 80 and just is up my ass the entire time. My father has told me a very interesting, very funny thing. Like whenever, and I do that too. Whenever somebody's up my ass with the car, like then I just gently hit the brake. So I do not brake, but my brakes turn
It's
red.
called brake checking.
Yeah, and then like they shit themselves and get slower because they think they're gonna crash into me.
Exactly.
Oh
You
yeah,
gotta brake
that is
check
actually
them.
something. You know, I work at the postal office, and every Saturday I drive around and stuff with the post car. And it is actually like if you're driving in a big post car, if you're like driving in like a van like that, then there's actually even more idiots because even more people are driving up your ass. Because what I believe is that people actually have like in their minds this feeling, oh, it's a van, he must be too slow. Even though I'm driving right as I should. Carly, you want to say something?
The reincarnator mobile is very sensitive,
The
I think.
reincarnator
I'm gonna call it this way.
It's called Omnix. I called it Omnix.
Okay.
There's a funny story about this.
To the Omnix mobile.
There's a funny story, you know. In my family we always call our cars funny names. And when I like got my car, it's like blue, and I called it Omnix after my OC, which I once wrote. And then my sister once, like the first time my sister gets into the car, she was like, "What did you call it? Dory or Stitch?" And I said, "No, I called it Omnix." She's like, "I don't like that name." She wants to put her belt in. It snaps out and flashes her in the fucking face. And I'm like, I think Omnix doesn't like your attitude.
Damn. I don't like your attitude, young lady.
I don't rather like the
I drive
tone of
a-
your voice.
I don't
I have
quite
a-
like the posture of your tone.
I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna send you that video later. It's like a Monty Python clip where it's just like, I don't actually like the tone of your voice, and then just shoots him in the fucking chest.
I don't like the tone of your voice. Just pulls out a bazooka.
Yeah. Anyway, Vox, you have only said one thing till now: the Among Us, Bongus, Chungus.
I hate everything. Anywho, before we get back into a
Well, having said that, actually, one thing I want to tell you real quick. One thing I want to tell you is that when I was recording with Doom the mate video as like his punishment because he won the legendary quiz, he punished me, so we had to be mates in Reacted. And then we were in Freddy's Fast Food Pizzeria and then we looked outside and there was an Angus Bungus, Big Chungus, and
Among
Among
Us.
Us next to each other.
I've had enough.
Hey, Vox.
Did we just catch that?
Yeah.
Can I get to my
Hey,
next?
Vox, could you please just for 1 second, I allow you to scream as loud as you want.
Okay, 1 minute. Oh boy, my grandma's probably gonna come in wondering what the fuck is going on, but I'm not gonna scream like as loud as I possibly can, but I'm gonna scream. This fucking.
I love Doom.
Okay, anyways.
Okay, then let's continue to the next
I'm
topic.
probably gonna
where the
have her
noise-
come in.
Die.
To the second topic with the noise you, Vox.
Yeah, she's probably gonna come in yelling at me like, "What the fuck are you doing? Are you getting stabbed?"
Tell him, yeah.
Anyways. So I'm actually gonna do Doom
Stop
a
it.
favor. I'm gonna do Doomy here a favor. TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok.
Hey.
That's
Fucking.
not I don't know if that's a favorite one.
Oh my god, I could go on a massive tangent, but I'm gonna try and shorten it down a little bit.
Before we start this, I want to say
TikTok.
something real
Let's
quick.
talk about.
I want to say something real quick. I just upped my VR headset, Gesundheit. I just upped my VR headset, and I thought for a second that I did not record anything, and then I realized I did record everything, and I was like, but for a second I got like a heart attack almost. Okay.
I was about to say, if you didn't record none of this, I would have went ballistic.
Okay, guys, then let's start talking about TikTok. Carly, you can also talk about TikTok then as soon as Vox has stopped with his bleed.
Alrighty then, let's
TikTok.
talk.
Let's-
Let's talk TikTok. Let's talk TikTok.
God damn it, I can almost not see.
Oh my
anything.
goodness gracious.
Extremely embarrassing dance incoming right now. Is that on camera? I don't
No,
know.
it's only your fucking. It's only your head that's waving around. It looks so fucking weird.
Oh god,
Oh,
he's
God damn it.
twerking.
You can jump on
Okay,
the. You can jump on the
extremely-
counter and do it again.
Anywho.
Okay.
So basically speaking with TikTok, it's pretty much as a lot of people would suggest or would assume. It's a shitty ass fucking platform where literally everybody besides those few people who actually create something creative are just a bunch of fuck boys. And I swear to God, some of the fucking trends that come off of TikTok are just the most
Trends are the
retarded
worst.
thing I've ever seen. Like, for instance, fucking, here's a good example. That one trend where people would go to their local schools, or depending on if
sinks
they
and
actually
toilets
go there or
out.
not,
Yeah.
literally
The devious
fucking
link.
taking off the stall doors, shoving like just ungodly amounts of toilet paper into the fucking sinks and leaving the thing going. I shit you not,
Yeah,
somebody
you're showing off
flat
very
out
much.
fucking I don't understand, but people took off the paper towel dispensers. They just ripped those clean off. like I don't understand what it is with people and like the fucking trends that they create from TikTok, and then you have those shitty ass cringe dance move or like dance videos of people doing like.
Let's talk about the fact real quick that in TikTok there is also the problem, in my opinion, that there is a lot of stuff which is not original. It's just people reposting clips from YouTube videos and not even saying where they're from.
Yeah, that's another problem.
you know,
like.
Not to mention it
The
kills
fact
the
where,
attention span of
you know-
children and some teenagers.
Yeah, that part. That was
Literally.
what I was gonna go with. The fucking
Yeah,
fact that you can't have a post without, like, you know, a Subway Surfer, a GTA 5 montage, and, like, Rocket League trick shots in the same fucking video, like 4 fucking frames, and then the head subject, the actual post, you know, being the upper right corner, because they don't have attention span, and they really just need, like, 3 other things to have their
Yeah.
hyper... fucking
that's right.
unfocusing senses stimulated.
Carly, you just
Yeah, and
realized
like
something.
just
What did you realize, Carly? what do you want to say? What do you want to say, Carly? We didn't even let you say anything. Please, like...
Well, I wanted to talk about the attention span.
Then go
As
ahead.
well, you've
Go
already
ahead.
said it.
Since we're already at that topic, go
No,
ahead.
that's basically what we've already talked about.
Shut the fuck up.
There's a maybe just one comment about it, because there is a German-speaking TikTok person or
goes
star
again
called
with those
24 Tim, and yeah, and well, what I wanted to say is in one of my classes in Vienna, which was basically the worst class that I've ever had because it was extremely horrifying for me to teach there, and at some point the children have been or were just very quiet, and I was like, okay, that's going to be fine. And then one boy just entered the classroom and he just dropped it right into the quiet room. I just met 24 Tim on the toilet with this accent, and everybody was laughing. And well, the quietness. I just met 24 Tim on the toilet.
Oh my
this
god,
accent.
that reminds me of my days in high school when I was doing YouTube, when I was starting with YouTube, and I made like real life comedy videos, and there was this problem that there's a lot of people who just tried to annoy me by screaming like my old YouTube channel name. It was let's go, and they just kept like screaming that in the hopes that I would like be annoyed.
Fucking
My channel name was actually Let's Go, and the thing is like they made fun of me because I made YouTube, because back in the day making YouTube videos was cringe, and even though I put my heart and soul into those videos, just like I do in these videos here now, they YouTube videos and making them was considered cringe, and that's why they all made fun of me.
why?
The only people who did not make fun of me was my own class.
Why in
Reincarnator
God's name would
put
people consider
heart
doing
and
YouTube
soul,
cringe?
effort, and a
Because
bit of
back in the day, that
Why?
was 2012, 15 and stuff. That was back in the day when YouTubers were not like a thing yet, and I never considered myself YouTuber, but maybe these... I always got the feeling that they believed that I wanted to be famous or something, and they made fun about they made fun of me wanting to be famous, even though I never did it to be famous. I always just did it because I enjoyed editing videos, uploading videos, filming videos with friends and stuff, or alone, and making comedy.
They look stupid today.
Yeah. Oh, and now here's a tale. Here's a tale. Fox, remember those fuckwits that came into our Discord server?
Yeah.
Yeah, those were guys from back in the day. And when they were like coming in and they were spamming like where's let's go, where's let's go and stuff like in German and English. And I just banned everyone then, and after that I updated the server settings so people cannot do add everyone's anymore, which I forgot to do actually because I was never expecting something like this to happen with a small
Yeah,
thing.
and then all of us quarter demon lords actually got the ability to ban people.
Yeah,
finally,
and then
'cause
like
I
yeah,
was sitting there the
remember when we
entire
were-
time like, why can't I do anything about this? I'm literally watching these people do this shit, and I can't. I'm not.
And I remember that we were like in a call because I was actually a little bit traumatized and behind that, and you were all calming me down because you got to think about this. That was 5 years have passed since I last saw these people in my high school, and in those 5 years they didn't gain a single brain cell and came back and did the exact same thing which they did 5 years ago to annoy me. They probably didn't
I
even
don't-
know. They probably
it makes no fucking sense, really.
they probably didn't even notice up to this day that I was still doing YouTube or that I'm doing something completely different on YouTube now, you know, VR videos. I imagine them coming
Fair.
coming back to my YouTube channel after a while. I don't even know. Maybe they were all drunk and at a party and something, and they just looked up my channel again because they were still subscribed. I have 380 subscribers, and most of them are not watching my videos because most of them are from back in the day, and I don't know why they don't unsubscribe me, to be honest. If they're not watching my videos, but I don't care. But probably they were just coming back on my YouTube channel, and they were like, oh, hold on, this guy's making different stuff now. Oh, he has a Discord now, which he links under every single video. Let's just go there and do the exact same thing which we made fun of him 5 years ago because we didn't grow a single centimeter.
Well, and then they entered my Discord channel because they were
Yeah!
banned from your Discord channel.
And then they asked for me there.
What the fuck?
Fuckwits. Yeah, Kali has a Discord channel too,
Yeah,
which is
'cause
like for
it's
his
like-
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Here in America, YouTube, like during like around those days, was the shit. And when I say the shit, I mean like it was like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Everybody was doing it. Everybody wanted to do it, and it was amazing. But apparently, it's not the same for you guys because it sounds like everybody over there thought it was like the worst fucking thing in the world.
No, well,
Why?
it wasn't the worst fucking
Like,
thing in the world, but
nowadays,
as I said, they all made fun of the fact that they thought that I wanted to be fame. You know, like some kiddies today
Sounds
are
like-
still starting TikTok and YouTube because they actually believe that they can be famous and live out of that. You know, this old delusion. What do you want to
Okay.
be, Kali? Tell us. What do you want to be when you're like a big? What was that thing? What that child said to you once?
Well,
He
I
said like
wanna-
something. He wants to be a game tester. I think I remember that.
Yeah. There was this child from the neighborhood, and I asked him, "Hey, what do you want to be when you're an adult?" And he said, "Well, I want to be a game tester." And I was like, you know that there's just actually one free spot of game testing per year,
Yeah.
and well, just gaming and well, getting money out of it, not doing anything like programming. It's not going to work. It's not that easy. The market.
Yeah, and
you
the
need
thing
to
is-
work
Yeah,
for your
exactly.
money.
Exactly, that's like the thing. They believe that a game tester only has to sit down and then just play a game. What he doesn't understand is that you have to deal with all the bugs. You have to write down every single detail that you notice and stuff. And then you maybe even have to have the knowledge to fix that yourself because maybe the company expects that of you, expects that expertise of you. And that's like the same thing about like children who say, yeah, when I'm big then I want to be a YouTuber. Yeah, cool, but you know that's not gonna give you butter on the bread. That's not gonna.
Yeah,
not
and it's
gonna
like
feed you.
just getting the views and being popular isn't really gonna make you the money. Like you have to have
Yeah.
you have to have merchandise.
YouTube algorithm is
gotta
actually the
be,
worst
like-
thing ever to make money.
And actually, okay, here's another little segment of something I want to talk about: fame. Like, okay, a lot of times when
Son of a
people think of fame, they just want to be known by everybody ever, and blah 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 blah. I really just I don't like fame myself, but like if somebody wants to be famous, go ahead. I don't I don't care. Like, if you want to be YouTube famous, go ahead, because I mean, you can make content for people, and that's cool. But like, wow, if you want to be famous in the sense of like, oh, I want to be a famous singer, or I want to be a drag queen, or like, if you want to be like that kind of famous to where like everybody can like can come up to you or whatever, that is not what you want. Let me tell you something. Fame is not something you want.
It is like you should never start anything like that because you want to be famous, but because you have fun doing it. Yeah. My sister. Fun fact: my sister's gonna drop her first song in 5 days.
Hey.
Yeah, it's finally done.
Well, let's just hope that she knows what's to come.
Heartbreaker. So it's in English.
Yeah, it's an English song. Yeah. Heartbreaker is back in town. She sings it all the time at the moment.
Well, let's just hope to God she knows of the problems that fame can bring.
Yeah, she does.
Because, like, there are people out there who have lost ears, hair, and just do the most ridiculous shit to fans because of how famous they were. And people are like, oh my God, I gotta have this person. Oh my God, I'm gonna commit murder.
You know what? I don't actually want to be that famous ever. Like, I would be satisfied. You know, as it is today, as it is right now, I'm probably gonna do some job later in my life, which is not gonna have to do anything with fame. And in the same time, I will still do my YouTube channel where maybe 30 people or 50 people are watching my videos, and that is completely fine by me. I do not want people to squeal when they see me. I want them to laugh when they see the videos, and that's all I want.
Yeah, take a look at some of the most popular YouTubers.
Yeah, exactly. And do something because you enjoy it and not because you want to be famous, just as I said before. Yeah. That's like, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's those people who want to be famous because they've got like a massive fucking ego the size of Cleveland. Yeah, they're like, oh yes, I have to be known for everything. I want to be seen. I want people to see my beauty. I want to. Somebody please rub my cock and tell me how beautiful I am.
Hey, Vox, those are the same guys who walk up to people and be like, what are you cutting me in line? I got 20 million power in Age of Empires.
Oh my God! No, not that fucking mobile ad game. No!
What? I have 20 million power in Rise of Kingdoms.
And now we can talk about
modern day. That's another one.
You have the Hunchback of Notre Dame hunch right now. You're hunched over right
what? Now. Do I have it again? Oh my God!
Yeah,
of course I do.
Anyway. Shall I continue on a subject?
Yeah. What subject?
Oh shit, what the fuck?
Oh, what?
Mobile ads. Mobile game ads.
Yeah,
why are mobile game ads so brain rotted? Brain rot. Bro, they're like, they never show the actual gameplay.
Legend 27.
They show, they even have fucking ads where people like fake play the game,
right?
But it's still the fucking fake game. It's still the fake shit game. And they're like, oh my God, this is the game.
Do you notice when they say like download the solve the puzzles now, and then they always make it like that the guy who is playing it for
and they're always like retarded.
Yeah, they're retarded, and you're like, God damn it, this is so simple.
It's the easy. No, literally, on the ad.
Or there's no solution at all. I've even seen those. There's no real solution at all. It's just like
here. I'm not sure if it's the same for you guys, but here in America, it's literally the easiest fucking thing, and they say it's 99.9% of people can't play this. It's the easiest fucking thing. It literally, all you have to do is, and yet this person's like moving all over the fucking place. Like,
are you okay, Colin?
Sure.
What the fuck are you doing? What was that sound?
He pulled down his pants and said, I'm going
please stop doing mobile games.
Oh my God!
Or this is one problem you guys won't solve.
Do you mean this sound here?
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you're having a wonderful time in bed.
Okay, do you know the game Avatar Saga? which actually looks like Avatar: The Last Airbender, but it is something completely different. But you don't know it because if you only look at the trailer or at the poster, it's nothing that you would
Yeah,
expect.
it looks exactly like Avatar: The Last Airbender when you open it up and it is completely dipshit.
I don't understand what it is with modern game
Why do
ads.
they
It's
do
literally
Let's
Why
continue.
It's the equivalent of somebody
game
who's
market is fucked.
Let's continue to people
man. Why
in
can't we go
trains.
back to the days when Angry Birds,
Oh no.
No,
Bad
Angry
Piggies,
Birds.
fucking,
But Vox.
fucking.
Vox. Even Angry Birds today has a ton of ads. Like whenever you do anything in the game, you get an ad, and it's so annoying. I remember back in the day when you could just play Angry Birds because it's just like Angry Birds, and now it's just ads. And
Yeah,
ads.
or fucking Jetpack Joyride.
Yeah.
Or fucking
Subway Surfers.
that one green feed me monster.
Pooh.
What was that one? The one little green monster where you had to get the candy to him and he and
Oh
you
yeah,
had
I
to dodge
forgot
like
what
all
that's
these
called, but
things.
there's also like there was also Pooh, who was like this little blob which you can grow. And then there was
Yeah.
also the Doodle Sack Jump or whatever that was called, where you. that was-
Where's My Water's also another good one.
Yeah, they were very great. Let's talk about people in trains who come up to your place and look at your bag, which you have placed on the seat beside you, and say, "Excuse me, could you take that away? I want to sit here," even though the entire fucking train wagon is empty.
The wagon is empty. Then take
I
any
had
other
that
Oh,
seat,
yeah.
please.
I had that 3 times.
You've
so
talked to me about it.
Take any other seat, please. Take a
Take
seat.
any other
Any
seat,
seat, just not that seat.
It's
Then
a
there's,
whole thing. It's just ugh.
Oh.
Ugh.
And there's people.
Simple as.
Oh! I know one topic which I want to which I want to say definitely, and that is Instagram sex bots.
Oh yeah.
These
Oh
past
my god.
these past weeks, it has become way worse again, to a point where there was. I'm gonna tell you the tale of the sex bots now. In the beginning, it was just a few, and they sometimes followed you, and then you could just block them and stuff. Then it became more, and they started they didn't even follow you anymore. They just liked your pictures. And that was also making sense to me because these bots were like programmed so many people see that. And now, for some reason that I do not understand and cannot comprehend, they are now, for some reason, liking the Instagram stories. Why would they like the stories? Nobody sees that. Like, that's the worst thing you can do to gain, like, a big audience. I mean, and I just block them again and stuff all the time. But it's way bad. It's very bad. Like every time I make a story, I can be sure that at least one sexbot likes that story randomly, and I don't know why. I don't know like why. I'm always thinking, Instagram, what's the fucking matter? That used to be under control, was it not? Like that used to be less. What is happening right now that it's popping up so much again? Kali, do you have Instagram, Kali? Do you ever
You know
have
what
that?
this
That
reminds
sex
me
bots
of?
like your stuff?
What?
Sex bots not, but people who say, "Hey, I like your picture. You can promote it if you pay me this
I don't know
much
what it is
of
with
money." Yeah.
YouTube nowadays, but like whenever you go on
In the
YouTube, there are
comment
these
section.
like or no, well, not just comment sections, just those are full of
finally, and
bots.
then just
but-
a YouTube link.
Yeah,
Finally
but
it's here.
there's just another thing that's driving me nuts. What the fuck is this ad that I keep seeing about this, like, sexual anime girl replica bullshit? What the fuck is this? I go on YouTube and I see these random ass ads, and it's like of this AI generated fucking girl that you can get like porn of or something stupid. It's like
you know what I always see? what really annoys me on YouTube? It is it's like an ad that says, "Find out how gay you are," or something like that. find
The
out.
fucking, are you LGBTQ?
Yes.
Take
Yes,
this
are you
quiz and find
LGBT?
out.
Could
Bitch,
be
I
the-
am the gayest motherfucker
Why
I
are
know.
you gay?
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay? Why are
Literally,
you gay?
that's what YouTube's trying to say now. Why are you gay?
And I'm like,
Are
oh,
you gay?
finally
Try to
someone
figure out with this
understands
quiz.
that I want to know, that I
You are
want to
gay.
find out if I'm gay. Great. I mean, I think I know if I'm gay.
It's like, I already know I am. I'm fucking omnisexual.
If you wank to, pictures of naked man, then you're gay, right?
Yeah.
That's what I
Literally,
think.
or it's just like if people say, "Oh, I'm not a furry, but I wank off the furry porn." Bitch, you are a furry. If you wank off the furry porn, I'm sorry to say, but you are a furry.
I shouldn't be sorry to say it. It's just like, it's just how it is. Anyway.
Well, no, like fucking, I'm a furry. I'll admit it.
bunny. The little bunny from Pokemon. I mean,
Little punny, yes, little
white
punny,
little bunny appears, it's
Vaporeon,
randomly
and then
spreading
one
its
of the more
ears.
recent ones, Sprigadito, the one weed cat.
Batman. I'm gonna do it. Batman. I found a new little bunny.
Joker, no, you can't do it.
Oh my god. Yeah, you know, like there's like this. Vox, do you know?
It's after from
Vox,
Africa.
Vox, 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 do you know the music video Furrymon? You know that?
Not entirely sure if I do.
It's there's one thing that says, there's one lyric that says, a white little bunny appears, it's randomly spreading its ears, you see an incinerator flex, this ecosystem is weird.
Oh my goodness.
Dibbidi-dabbidi-dab. Ich frag mich, ob du mich slappst.
I mean, like, it's just like with all those Smash or Pass Pokemon videos. It's like, if I want to fap the Pokemon, I'll do it on my own time. I don't need a bunch of ads telling me, oh yeah, by the way.
There
Like,
is
come
a
on.
Smash or Pass world here in VR chat for Pokemon. Like, you can go there and do Smash or Pass. That's a
Let's
world.
go to it! Yeah! But, like-
Talking about ads. When we were talking about ads, do you know, like on YouTube, when there is like these 15-second ads which you cannot skip, and then after that ad there
Or
is
those
another
fucking-
ad?
Oh yeah, the double
Yeah.
ads. Also, fun fact about the double ad thing,
Yeah.
real quick. Did you know that YouTube actually considered of adding up to 4 or 6
Yes,
ads
I knew. I saw
before
that.
the beginning of the video?
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
I
they
swear to
wanted
God,
do
if
it.
YouTube did that, there was gonna be shoes up the wah fucking
There's gonna
zoo.
be hellfire.
There is a joke about this. There's a very funny joke where it's like Spotify and YouTube are like talking, and Spotify says, I put like 2 ads in between songs sometimes, and YouTube is like, oh man, I put like 6 ads of 7 or something in videos sometimes. And then there's like this guy says, amateurs. You're like, what did you just say? He turns around and it has like television written on his head. It's like, amateurs.
Amateurs.
Because, you know,
But you wanna know
television has the
reason
most
why we're
ads.
gonna do that?
Was the first
you wanna
fucking
know-
culprit.
You want to know the whole reason why YouTube was going to do that? Because they were trying to pressure viewers into buying YouTube Premium.
Yeah.
They are trying to make it so that the YouTubers don't make any money, so they're
I'm
going to
ashamed to
add
say it.
shit tons of ads.
I'm ashamed to say it, but for 3 times in my life I was a little bit close to actually buying YouTube Premium, but every time I then said, nah, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Carly, tell us another
Like,
thing that annoys you.
I
Do you
don't
have anything else
understand.
that came up with you?
Ad
What
block.
you come up with?
Well, I don't like the fact that all great sites like Discord or YouTube are offering a subscription, but not a way to buy something. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
So if I only had to buy it once, like one time forever, $50, and then an entire life no ads, that would be fine for me. But subscribing and not being able to do anything after a month, well, it's just not worth it. I think.
Funny little tale here. I have to actually each year I have to pay for my editing program so I can use all its merits, and don't have the stupid watermark in the corner. Well, guys.
Yeah, it's
Um,
just.
Well, guys,
I'm done.
it's very. We talked about a lot now, and I think we have. Yeah, if you guys have anything that annoys you, then please, by all means, write it into the comments. Okay, guys, that was the Insanity podcast where we screamed and ranted. We ranted even more than about the current generation last time. I hope you all enjoyed. I am
Okay, so-
sorry that the camera perspective changed
Do I
so
scream?
many times. I'm sorry that the camera
Do I scream,
perspective.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I am sorry that the camera perspective changed so many times during this video, but there's like been so many changes in cast and stuff. Thank you to Kali for being here, thank you for Domshroom for being here, thank you for Vox for being here till the very end. Thank you for Alastor for being here for a while, and thank you for Turbo to like not really being here anymore because I'm not gonna put that first part in because I've made a new opening after I timed that. But Turbo was here, he tried, but it's not his fault that he had to leave. Anyway, that was it. See you next time. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Farewell.
Bleh.